Up next is the App of the Week segment. This is a segment dedicated to app demonstrations. Should you have an app that you would like to demonstrate for our listeners, feel free to send us the recording of such an app demo to contact us at blindandroidusers.com. And now for this week's episode, here's your App of the Week.
Next, we have our App of the Week segment, and thank you to Jacob Kruger, who has sent in a demonstration of a reader which supports many of the South African languages, and this is Umsizi Reader.
This is just a short demo of the software called Umsizi. Umsizi, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Just to give you an idea of what it does with natural languages in the South African languages. I've only got 2 samples here, but it'll give you an idea, but I'll show you what other languages there are.
Title. Read the title in your hand. Wikipedia. Search on web. A selection of popular websites. Title. Clipboard. Read text from the clipboard. Camera tab 2 of 4.
You can take photos and do OCR and it'll try to automatically detect the language.
Library tab 3 of 4. Settings tab 4 of 4.
If you go in here. But basically it has all the natural South African languages, English, Afrikaans, Sotho, Sepedi, Setswana, Xhosa, Zulu, and all of those available.
Explore content. Weather. Get weather for web. A selection of popular websites.
Not sure what all these do. I haven't explored that much too far yet.
Wikipedia title. Read clipboard. Read text. Selected. Camera tab 2 of 4. Library tab 3 of 4.
Going to the library now. I've got this English book and an Afrikaans book here that I just want to show you so you can hear what I'm talking about.
Library selected. Brolox and Turtle.
Okay. To say that name, it's Brolox en Pietergal by C.E. Langenhoven. That's the Afrikaans name and author of this section of Afrikaans book. I'm going to start reading and you'll hear how it switches to the right language and a natural sounding voice automatically.
Dit lê tussen die lange berge en die see. En van die berge af na die see loop diep klowe wat oorgroei is met houtbosse. In een van die klowe is daar 'n gat onder 'n kraans wat diep in die berg inloop, wat 'n grot of 'n spelling genoem word. En so 'n gat het lank gelede lelik. In een van die klowe is daar 'n gat onder, en so 'n gat het lank. Sy naam was ou Brolox en hy was 'n mensvreter en 'n towenaar. En saam met hom het 'n meisie gebore, daar in dieselfde spelling.
Out there, now I'm going to go into the next one, the English book. This is a book by Dr. Seuss, just because these are samples that are, old enough.
New York and simultaneously in Canada by Random House of Canada Limited, Toronto, and deep in the Grickle grass. Some people say, if you look deep enough you can still see today, where the Lorax once stood, just as long as it could before somebody lifted the Lorax away. What was...
Paused it, I'm going to try something now. I'm actually just curious.
What was the Lorax? And why was it there? And why was it lifted and taken somewhere from the far end of town where the Grickle grass grows?
Which is always a good sign for these.
The old Onceler still lives here.
I think it can read.
Ask him. He knows. You won't see the Onceler. Don't knock at his door. He stays in it.
Yeah. Besides that, I think you can share content from outside sources with it, as well as, like I say, taking a photograph and having it run OCR. So it's quite nice. And main thing is it has natural sounding languages for the official South African languages, as far as I know, almost all of them. So, yeah. Okay, I see that if I go to the tabs at the bottom now, I'll go through them quickly. Explore that has basic sources. You can have a look quickly.
Explore content.
Go and explore.
Web, a selection of popular weather. Get weather forecasts for your area.
I haven't tried these out, but there's
web, a selection of popular websites. Wikipedia. Search and read Wikipedia articles.
Wikipedia.
Bible. Read the Bible in your language.
Read the Bible in your language. I think it has all the native versions of the Bible.
Clipboard. Read text from the clipboard.
Clipboard. Okay.
Selected. Explore tab 1 of 4.
So explore tab at the bottom left.
Camera tab 2 of 4.
Camera tab, that's where it lets you take a photo and do optical clarity recognition on the contents of the picture, but it seems to use the native camera before it processes it.
Library tab 3 of 4.
Library is where I found those 2 books that I'd imported. You do that using an add button at the bottom right.
Settings tab 4 of 4.
We're going to settings here at the right-hand bottom right.
Settings selected. Ticked on. Autoplay
Just wanna show you
content.
something.
Preferred language English button.
To show you the languages, there's preferred language. It'll just be obviously your default language if it doesn't detect it. Let's have a look here.
Pop-up menu. Afrikaans button.
Afrikaans,
English button.
English,
Ndebele button.
Ndebele,
Xhosa button.
Xhosa,
Zulu button.
Zulu,
Northern Sotho button.
Northern Sotho,
Southern Sotho button.
Southern Sotho,
Tswana button.
Setswana,
Swati button.
Siswati,
Venda button.
and Venda,
Songa button.
and Tsonga,
Discus.
and dismiss here. But that was just to give you an idea of all the languages that it offers.
I mean, whether it's a TTS or natural sounding voices built into these apps, I think it's really important that languages often overlooked are included, isn't it? I mean, that's one of the great things about the likes of eSpeak and RH Voice, isn't it? You know, synthesizers, or in this case, AI generation, where a lot of these minority languages are being picked up now.
That's right. And especially, some of the African languages do not have TTS support. And so I am kind of happy to see this app there in South Africa. And another thing I want to mention here, talking to Jacob, yes, you can actually, using this reader, besides hearing it speak through the TTS output, you could also access the text of the whatever that you're reading because it's exposed to the screen reader. So that's a good thing, because if you're reading something and you come across a word whose spelling you do not know, it's always important to have that text exposed to the screen reader so you could find the spelling of that particular word you're after. And 11 Labs reader, I'm looking at you. You need to do that, because as mighty as you are, that's a huge shortcoming there.